The Wild Wild West.
The fuck was that?
Oh, dude, I forgot about that. Mr. Cuba Gooding Jr. also like grabbed the guy's fucking dick.
Oh yeah, dude, I saw him. I did the South Beach Comedy Festival for Comedy Central in 2012, and they put us in South Beach at like a nice hotel.
Are we recording?
Oh, we're
on.
Yeah, I don't mind telling the story.
All right.
And we're at this hotel on South Beach. For Comedy Central put all the comics there. Like Marin was just starting to like, he was like really big from What the Fuck. Key and Peele, there was like a bunch of people there. And Cuba Gooding Jr. was at the pool every day drinking white Zinfandels and just like brushing up against people in a way that you're like, all right, snow dogs, you need to fucking chill out. Because I was still drinking.
I'd be pumped.
And so, dude, I remember Hannibal and I were just drinking, watching Cuba Gooding Jr. We're like, look at him go, dude. He's like the mayor of this pool.
Yeah, he's
awesome.
awesome.
Just walk around and be like,
he's a horny guy.
yeah, dude.
I didn't know Cuba Gooding's a horny guy.
He's a horny guy.
You can't blame him, dude. Cuba Gooding. Radio.
He probably gets some good pussy. He probably was getting.
I wonder if he got
pussy for a while.
a little pussy slump when he did radio.
She go, I don't want to fuck you.
Yeah.
You old dumbass.
Yeah.
What's your old dumbass?
He did good as OJ in the fucking People versus OJ.
Oh yeah,
He was awesome.
That's a good question. I'd be curious to see does that throw you into a pussy slump?
Yeah, like
If you do a good like I Am Sam
Urkel.
kind of thing in Urkel.
But maybe it's him hitting, maybe that was like a shoot. Like he had to throw the shoot because he was going so fast.
Yeah.
From Boys in the Hood, Jerry Maguire.
Yeah.
He's getting so much pussy that he's like, I'm going to burn up in the atmosphere.
True. Let me just cut it.
I'm a
Retarded
retarded
guy
guy.
with a shopping
Listen to and then he'd do it on dates, and they'd be like, I get it. I don't.
That'd be crazy if chicks started throwing like role requests, being like, hit me with radio.
Oh, dude.
While you're in pussy. I mean, I bet. Like Gilbert Grape.
Yeah.
He was probably hitting a couple.
Oh, a young girl goes, I saw you do this like fucked up kid. Could you do that? Dude, Leo busting it out when he wants a girl to leave him alone. Gilbert Grape.
Yeah. He did a good Gilbert Grape.
Oh my God. It's unbelievable.
That was phenomenal, yeah.
He played Arnie.
Yeah, he was. I didn't know Arnie was his name.
That is his character's name. I thought I just always called him Gilbert Grape.
Gilbert
Grape was Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Arnie was his retarded brother. The one would be like, I'm having a birthday party. You're not invited. He was like mean.
Yeah, Johnny. Yeah. It's coming. The internet's coming for everybody, dude.
Depp rules.
Depp, clean bill of
Depp
health, dude.
fucking rules.
Walk
Depp,
through it. The
clean bill of health.
Vampiro.
He's awesome.
He's like, I don't actually see a problem. She pooped on my bed. You should check with her. Into my castle I go.
Wasn't there times he was like laughing during the trial?
He was like, yeah,
They would like she'd say some wild shit and he'd be like,
oh yeah, when they laughed. Yeah.
she'd say insane shit. And
Oh, and
like
he
the
would
camera
turn
would show
around and
him
be
and he'd be like,
The time he laughed, the guy was like, were you doing cocaine? He goes, yeah, I was doing cocaine. And then I kept asking something. He goes, oh, well, as I previously stated, I was on a lot of cocaine. And you're like,
He must have been channeling Captain Jack so hard for that.
Captain Jack, he's fucking Hunter S. Thompson. He's
True. He had
He's a
so
pro,
many tools
dude.
of the trade. He is the best.
he's George Jung.
yeah.
He's everybody.
He's wait, which one?
George Jung is Blow.
George Jung?
Oh
Is
yeah,
it?
the guy
No.
from Blow. Yeah,
It's George.
it is
It's
George.
Boston George. Is it Jung?
It's something like that. Yeah,
It's something like that.
George.
I think Boston
Still,
George.
funniest thing I've ever heard in a movie theater. Besides
Jung. It is George Jung. Wow.
Damn.
besides the fart we saw after
Fart was
Creed
top
2.
5.
We watched Creed 2 and it was all dad stuff at the end and we were both choked up. And
You
then-
were real
I was
choked
real
up.
but you were choked up.
I was a little choked up.
You were choked up.
I get choked up,
This
dude.
motherfucker's acting like he wasn't choked
I
up.
get choked up.
We were both in the choke zone. And
You were choked up
we were
more.
both choked up. Because at the end, it's like Rocky being like, hey, maybe I could be your grandfather now. And you're like, that is the safe ending I wanted for this guy the whole
Yeah.
time. And then as the credits hit, this guy in the back just goes, this guy just farted so loud.
And we turned around and it was a special needs man by himself. And the way I found out he was special needs is I turned around and he was going,
You know, with his jacket. He's going,
Oh,
zip,
you're
zip,
giving
zip,
it up
zip.
and down.
Yeah. But the other one,
he hit a fart. I was like, who the fuck did that?
dude, I'd probably say the second funniest movie theater moment was seeing the movie Blow. And then at the end, they like show a picture of George. The real George. And this fucking older dude behind me goes, damn, throw mama from the train. That's all he said. And I was like, he does look like the lady from Throw Mama from the Train. It got me. It was like,
Yeah,
it's one of those ones where you compliment a guy where you're like, that was so funny.
I heard a guy, I was in a movie, it was the Wes Anderson Hotel, Grand Budapest Hotel, and pretty full theater. And a guy snored himself awake. In like a quiet part of the movie, you just heard a guy go, the whole theater laughed. We all had a nice laugh for like a long time.
That's great.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
When we saw the John Travolta Gotti movie in theaters, we saw it in New York, and I went to see it with Saint Germain and Mike Lawrence. And the first scene is Gotti at the foot of the Queensboro Bridge, and he turns around and he goes, New York City. My city, and everyone laughed. Everyone in the theater except one old Ginzo in front of me. That was his movie.
He's like, hell yeah.
And he was like, oh fuck, it was John. God damn, was this city yours, Johnny boy?
I saw Black Panther with Tommy Pope because everyone was like, this movie is the greatest movie of all time. And we were dying laughing.
Yeah.
Like 10 minutes into the movie, it was just like, this is fucking terrible.
Yeah. It was.
Neither of me and Tommy weren't really we didn't watch superhero movies that much.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't really know exactly.
Well, here's the thing. South Park made the joke. It was just, it was the.
Everybody had to say it was incredible.
Well, they kept saying it was incredible because it was just a paint by numbers superhero movie.
Yeah.
Where it was like, this is every Marvel movie.
Yeah, it was. It was for real. I'd never watched the Marvel movies. Brittany's real into them. So like she had me watch a bunch of them. So then I saw that and I was just like,
it's just another one.
You're
like
like
slightly amped up Marvel movie.
Yeah, you guys just changed some themes and you made Captain America for black people.
Dude, for real. And everyone was for real. Like, this is not even like, oh, that was cool. I love Marvel. It was like, this is important. This is a culturally important movie.
Yeah.
It is amazing. It's like,
I saw it and I was like,
it's all right.
This is.
There's times
it was a fucking Marvel movie.
But there's times where people are like, I'm kind of done with that shit. And they'll be like, look at this movie. This movie's a cinematic masterpiece. And I watch it, I go, I didn't get out of that.
Yeah.
I didn't come away with, I don't think the themes hit the way
Have
they
you
were
seen
supposed
Saltburn?
No.
I've heard it's
that's
pretty good.
Yeah, I didn't see it
I
either.
heard a guy drinks cum out of a bathtub.
Doesn't they also fuck a grave or something?
I saw that.
What?
Yeah, I saw a clip of that.
Damn, that
I
sounds
think a
like
guy just destroys a
Yeah,
family.
this is a
That's how you get me
podcast
for a show.
This is a podcast where we're talking about movie clues.
Yeah, we don't even know. We don't even know. We review movies we haven't seen.
Yeah, that's great. That is
someone
fun.
drinks cum. I'm like, I gotta check that out.
Yeah, I'm gonna see that.
That sounds awesome.
I gotta
You
see
start
that.
asking, you go shot or like on the rocks?
It could have been a whole
in a
bathtub
shower.
full.
Yeah.
It wasn't a bathtub
I think
full.
he caught it in the drain.
The little slug.
Yeah, he caught the shower slug. He slurped it.
Ew.
Dude, when you
Slurping
watch that
somebody
slug
else's
go,
shower slug is the most disgusting thing I've ever heard.
The hair too. You're gonna catch some hairs.
but also to make it artistic,
Bobby better hang on to
Sure.
that stick to break up fucking.
He needs
He's gonna need the slug stick.
especially if he's feeding him protein that way.
Yeah, kid's gonna
Yeah.
be fucking. If his ropes are anything like his turds, they're
Secret
gonna
of
be
the
a lot
fucking
of zinc.
could be
insane.
secret of the ooze.
a lot of zinc, a lot of magnesium.
A lot of
dude.
zinc and
Just
mag.
fucking
Yeah.
Just-
You do have to get your boy on magnesium early.
oh yeah, you
Yeah.
chuck. Yeah, just a go-gurt, dude, right at the bathtub.
It's more of a paste than anything.
Dude, I almost literally, so I'm literally not bragging. I had sex last night. It's not a big deal, but
That's
like,
awesome.
It is.
I almost lost my erection because I was laughing so hard at thinking, because the family was obviously out of the house, but it was like kind of like a race against time. And I was like, dude, if they were downstairs and all they heard was me like, oh God.
You are such a loud lovemaker.
Now I'm icy.
All right, good.
Now I have kids.
You've got marital.
She
yes.
hates my ice. Dude, I have like an icy, just total control.
Yeah,
over
you're
my
Richard
face.
Kuklinski. You're the Iceman.
Yeah, I'm just fucking, I'm total ice man.
You just hump through your nose. You want to bellow though. You want to go, oh.
I do. It's down there, dude.
You want a whale, right?
Dude, I was
Whale scream.
No, it's not. It's
You know it because you were.
I've heard.
yeah, it was a loud
I've
love.
heard the.
What is it? Could you
more,
replicate it?
more yelling.
Yeah.
Like a nut is when he nuts. It's
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
like oh.
That was real. I was trying to keep it down too.
The
But
first
yeah.
time you heard it, that's so funny.
Also, I didn't know you were hitting CPs in there.
Yeah,
That makes sense. As me personally, I never CP'd.
Oh, I was playing.
I didn't know what you were up to in that. Yeah, he was hitting CPs going,
They kill me.
and this is what I was going to say earlier. I didn't want to sound too much like the diddler, but I would like to I'd like to hear you.
Yeah, you know what's funny is
I'd like to hear Dan's fucking,
my roommate, my roommate Amir back in college.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, you were loud as hell last night. He's from Long Island, so he was rude. But he'd be like, yo, I heard mostly you and not her. And I was probably tuned up, so I was probably like, oh, yeah. Someone found a video on the bonfire of this guy with a deep voice going, I fucking love it. And it sounds exactly like me, to the point that Katie and I were having sex one time and I went, I fucking love it. She goes, you just can't. She goes, you just can't. I'm sorry. You just can't say that. You can't say that anymore because I've hurt my fucking.
Oh, yeah, I fucking love it.
I fucking love it.
God damn, talking during no, that's fucking crazy. You're talking during sex like that?
I've talked during sex. Chatty Cathy.
Yeah, you get in that chat.
Like, oh God, this feels so good again.
You know what you do?
That's kind of all you can say. I'm like, yeah, I like it. This is good.
I like pussy.
I like talk dirty and make plans. Go, fuck. Go away and fuck.
Oh, you're talking the future fucks.
Vacation plans? You never vacation
plan
plan
4D
dirty?
sex.
Oh, fuck. Do you want to maybe, I don't know, Hawaii this time of year?
Yeah. That's actually pretty nice.
Yeah.
I might break that up.
Yeah,
oh, man, week 1, Notre Dame, Texas A&M. You ever been to College Station? I'll take you there.
God. You're telling me you've never been to Nantucket Island? Oh, fuck. I'll fuck you there.
No,
That would work on a lady. If you started hitting them with like vacation destinations while you're fucking them, they'd be like,
That's what I mean. That's women
imagine
are like.
opening a sliding glass door. We're both wearing white linen.
Oh my God.
Breeze.
Imagine having our own fucking beach hut over the water. And they're like, and that's when you bust out the McCusker. That's when you go,
Yeah, that threw me
so
off.
satisfying.
Dude. That changed.
Yeah, when your roommates like that?
When I heard Matt,
Yeah,
I mean, I never heard, here's the crazy thing. I never heard Vecchione make a noise, but I've heard him make noise. The way I described it was, there was one girl that Vecchione, and this was over 10 years ago, Vecchione was dating, and their sex sounded like Terminators fighting. That's what I would always say. Sounded like they were grabbing each, you know, in the movies where they like, you know, go through the wall. That was always the sound, but I never heard him buckle.
You never, wait, I don't understand. So you
like
could hear the stuff. You could hear him fucking.
You would hear
But he was
chaos,
silent.
but
Yeah.
you wouldn't hear pleasure noises.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just like Handsome Pete, my roommate.
I wouldn't have imagined Vecchione being a noisy.
pleasure noise?
No.
Handsome Pete had
He's a
always,
traditional guy.
it was that.
Oh, you'd speed it
Handsome
up.
Pete was just getting down to business.
Really? No, I'm very sensual.
Tommy gets after it.
Oh, you say he was here?
And I'm sitting out playing Xbox next to the head of his bed is against the wall that I'm sitting against.
You just here?
He just as fast as he can. And it's like, what
dude,
the
it's
fuck
so,
is he doing in there?
When you hear that, you're like, I always would joke around. I joke around with people that sound like they hung a picture. They're like, that's how you try to picture it. Or they're like slapping tummies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's wild.
But when you hear the passion noises, especially if it's like a girl,
Passion noises that's too much.
you're like,
I go, ooh,
What the
this just
fuck?
became a throughway.
Yeah, sure. That's a masturbatory episode
Yeah.
for sure.
where he's like, you're like, shut up, bitch. My roommates don't get none of this.
I believe we were at your friend's house the one time.
Yeah.
I was
Really?
trying to do NoFap
He was
years
NoFapping.
ago. And then there's these two people they walked away, and I was just like, I must have went to bed, and you just started hearing her just like, ah! And I was for real like, all right,
very
guys, I'll catch
loud.
you later. I
Very
ran
fucking
home.
weird.
That is weird.
Yeah.
I sounded just like her. I was off like a 7-day NoFap. I was like,
Yeah, Matt was like, I have to go.
Yeah.
this is a total masturbatory episode.
Handsome Pete would do that all the time though. Like Vecchione and I would just be in the living room, you know, just a Queen's apartment, and you'd walk in with like a gorgeous woman. He'd be like, those are my roommates. Nate one time was sleeping at our place years ago, and he goes, how do you think he explains who you guys are? He goes, you know, the guy with the voice of a tugboat, and then the other former Mr. Pennsylvania. That's what he called Vecchio. But yeah, like he would just bring home these smoking hot girls from like a club.
That's crazy.
And we just,
Oh,
I'd
so
be
they'd be
like,
dressed in club outfits, walking
Yeah.
into your apartment.
the horse feet.
Just
like,
you and fucking Vecchione.
yeah. We'd be on the couch like, hey,
we were just hanging out.
hey, we're watching Family Guy. He ate too many edibles. I was gonna go get ice cream. Is it too late to get ice cream? So he's like, who the fuck
Can you
are
give
you?
these people a display of what Sedona looked like?
Oh,
show them how you would sit watching Ancient Aliens high.
By the way, Shane and I were talking about this the other day, and I was like, if you used to catch me in the corner of my old couch in Queens,
Pure power.
I was, so I'd be like this.
I mean,
I was chilling in the corner like that. And we were watching Ancient Aliens.
Blunt after blunt.
By the
Just
way, not
high as
jeans.
like a bong rip watching Ancient Aliens. Like, and it was like, we found pyramids in Sedona. And he goes, Sedona.
I was up in the corner like,
Sedona.
and I really did.
Yeah.
I really did give the ones up.
Shout out to Sedona.
By the way, this is the kind of couch I need. Look at this.
Yeah,
I was
you
about
could
to
get
say,
in there.
that is
I took to this
perfect.
like a duck to water.
You did. Dude.
Everyone's always like, oh, I'm like sinking into this. You've completely
You've
just,
dominated the couch. You've made it yours.
You might be the master of chill.
You could be Mr. Chill. Yeah, you're Mr. Chill.
He naps. He naps sitting up. This is how I hit my
You can hit a
nirvana.
fucking nap like that easy, dude.
Oh yeah. God damn. What's funny
I
too, like
fucking
when you're
miss-
younger, you just remember like smoking bong. I would used to smoke bong, so I was like hallucinating.
I did it up through the pandemic.
Yeah.
Pretty late. I'd go take fucking. I'd
We
go
would
rip.
take gravity bong hits every night in
crazy.
college.
We did it in high
Like
school. and
every
we,
night.
Yeah, it's insane.
We do it in high school, and once in a while, a friend would like throw up or
Yeah.
lose it, and you're like, "Yeah, this is too much."
We do the grahuka, the gravity bong out of the 5-gallon like water jar.
Yeah.
That, like you just push down, and we had like 3 little tubes coming out of
That's
it. My
fun.
friend would just pass out. It was so fun.
We did with the 2-liter, where you like a reverse, where you let the water out and it pulls instead of like having
Christ.
it pull it. And I went to the hospital because I thought I was having a heart attack. I swear to God, I went full on. I did 3, and then my friend was like, "Oh, I gotta like," he had to leave for something, so I was by myself playing PS2, and then I went and smoked a cigarette, and it was Arizona, so you're like, I think I got one of those pricklies.
Yeah.
I was like, in my shirt. I'm like trying to find it. I couldn't find it. I'm smoking a cigarette. And then I go back in and I'm like, fucking left arm is numb. I don't know what the fuck's going on. And I went to
I'm going to the hospital.
I went to WebMD.
Oh God.
I didn't know that. This is
Yeah,
like
yeah.
2004.
Yeah.
So it wasn't known that like you don't go to WebMD. It always says cancer or heart attack.
Yeah.
But I didn't know. And I typed in chest pain, left arm numb, and they were like, "You're having a heart attack."
Yeah.
And so I went to the hospital. I called Amir and I was like, "I'm having a heart attack." And he goes, "You having a heart attack?" Like he did like that.
Like you're 22.
Yeah. And I went, dude, Tucson's a grimy town.
Yeah.
This is so funny, but I'd like to tell you right now, I'm having a heart
I'm
attack.
currently having a
I'll
heart
see
attack.
you
I
later.
have to go
I was
to the
like, I'm going to the hospital. If I don't come back, let my mother know that all my DVDs should go to her. My PlayStation, no. She said I shouldn't have one. But I went and they gave me an EKG and an X-ray, and like they were like, you blew a muscle in your sternum.
Oh,
coughing.
damn.
Oh.
That's what it was.
Well, that's pretty good.
It was great. I
better
went,
than
by the
just
way,
freaking
walked out
out.
in the parking lot and smoked a cigarette.
If
Oh,
I
it
was
must
high
felt
as
great.
shit and that happened, I'd be like, I'm definitely dying.
There was a moment
Yeah.
where they put all the things on me like Wolverine.
This is it.
Oh.
And I was sitting there and I was like, boop, 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 boop. And I was like, I fucking really did it. All that ranch, all those bong hits. And then they're like, yeah, you're fine. And I just went out and was like, you guys want to take bong rips? I immediately went home and
Oh,
got
that was embarrassing.
Yeah, it was crazy embarrassing. The funniest part was when I was checking in at the hospital.
That's what I was going to ask you. I was like, oh, excuse me, I'm having a heart attack
I
right
go,
now.
I think I'm having a heart attack. And she goes, are you on drugs? And I went, I did smoke marijuana. And she went, are you on cocaine? And I go, no, just marijuana. And she kept being like, are you sure you didn't do coke? It got to the point where I started laughing about it. I was
Yeah.
like, I'm not on coke.
Yeah.
But I think to her, she's like, you can't be this big of a pussy. It was the most disappointed a question, one of those medical questionnaire things. She was
I
like,
mean, it's, yeah.
and I was ripped. I was like,
They must get
You're probably so
they must get so many of those kids.
I was a college kid.
It's a college town. They literally must be every
But
night.
by-
Every night, a kid who
but
just
here's
had
the
a weed brownie comes in like, oh,
It's the duality
I'm
of
dying.
it's the duality of University of Arizona college life, kids partying, grimy ass Southern Arizona town.
Yeah.
Where like people are like walking in there with machetes in their heads.
Oh,
and then there's
God.
me and you're like, I'm kind of having an existential thing right now. But they hooked me up to everything. And I was on insurance. So
Yeah.
it's like,
Oh, I was not insured when I had my false. I went in. I was like, I think I have appendicitis.
Oh,
Remember that?
how old are you?
I was 25 or 6.
And not covered.
what was it?
Not covered. No, I must have been 27.
What'd you have?
It was. I forget what it was called. It was some type of thing that is the most commonly
Yeah,
personally misdiagnosed. So I was like, all right, at least that's not
it
embarrassing.
wasn't a giant fart.
Yeah,
No,
gas.
it
I was
wasn't.
going to say,
They went in. They were like, "Are you sure it's not gas?" I'm like, "Trust me, I know gas.
Yeah, no gas.
I know my gas."
but how relieving is that sometimes when you have gas that hurts and
Dude,
then you
it's
go
great.
like, oh, that's
Dude, that
just
was
a
the one
bubble.
though. They were like,
Yeah.
"Does sometimes with appendicitis?" They were like, "Does your testicles hurt?" And I was like,
Yeah.
"Well, now that you mention it, I guess it does hurt." So I had to get a fucking sonogram
On your nuts?
on my balls.
What?
How do they do a sonogram? How do they do that?
Put a fucking little bit of jelly on your
Like a
balls.
fucking pregnant
Yes,
lady thing?
Yes, on my
Oh,
nutsack.
man, you got to rub down.
Did you get to see the inside of your nuts? What they look like?
Yeah, you just get to see like you hear it. It was you just
you heard the
heard
heartbeat?
you heard your blood going through your balls,
Whoa.
and
It'd be great if they were commenting. He's like, damn, you got some juicy berries.
It was a guy.
He's like looking at it.
What?
When
It
he
was a
goes like
guy.
that, he goes, ooh, you got a pack full. What's the last time you released?
And I thought it was funny.
Was the jelly cold?
Yes.
Like, ooh.
Yeah. I thought it was a very funny thing.
It's
So I
hard.
was laughing and he was furious. He was wearing a Steelers hat. I remember that. He was wearing like a nurse's cap, like
Yeah,
a
like the bandana
Steelers
cap, yeah.
bandana.
Oh, I thought he had a new era on.
No, that would have been awesome. It was
I
Mike
thought he
Tomlin.
just had a fucking flat brim.
A flat-
He's like, I gotta put some cold gel on your nuts.
Yeah, they're like, you don't have nothing's wrong with your balls and you don't have appendicitis.
So what was it though?
I
you
forget what
said
it was
that
called. It was some
something,
type of yeah.
Damn.
Oh
they
my
were
God.
like, sir, you have a vicious tummy ache.
Did
You're
he
saying-
give you the paper towels to wipe your balls
Yeah.
off of the jelly? Because they never clean for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, clean
It was
yourself
just
off.
laying on a cold table and a guy putting a fucking like a stethoscope on my nutsack.
Did you hold your ween?
No, my tiny ween was out.
You can't. Here's my whole thought process
The
about
tiny
that.
ween was sticking out.
You gotta hold. You gotta
You gotta
grab
hold the
whatever you can to make it look
No.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
you
rip
got
it up.
dong.
No,
you
it's
gotta
just
make
me and a guy, and
You should have
No,
held it
there's
polite. You
nothing
should
I
have held
can
it
do.
politely and just pinched.
I could have dainty.
Instead of
Yeah.
saying daintily pinched it, like, go on.
Oh, sorry. Let me get this thing out of the way.
You gotta hold. You gotta hold it like. You gotta hold it like. Oh, here you go. There's some space
Pull
for
it,
you.
act like you're pulling it over to the side. Just be like, oh,
But then
fuck.
keep a whole hand closed. Your whole fist.
You could have stretched. You should have stretched it.
Yeah.
There was nothing. Matt,
You can stretch.
Grab the head. Pull.
I'm saying, I have the teenest of a teenest. But
when you're laying on a metal thing and a guy's about to,
Yeah, but Shane, that's when you
True,
stretch
true.
the taffy.
it's the smallest penis you can possibly.
You
have.
stretch the taffy and hold on
You
for
can't
life.
stretch it in front of the guy. You gotta just go. This is it, dude.
True.
This
I
is
like
what
to
I
do a
have.
Velociraptor flare with my balls at a urinal. If I'm peeing and someone comes next to me, I hit them with the fucking full flare.
you hit 'em with the-
And then they're going, whoa, what the fuck is that? I just pull my balls out.
Full
Dude.
pouch.
Yeah, it just fucking flares out. And they're like, damn, that guy's fucking, that's crazy.
Guys,
You
yeah.
guys got 3 dicks. That's crazy.
Damn, so they gelled your nuts.
They gel, yeah.
And
They
then they were
listened
like,
to the blood go through my balls to check for torsion.
And you laughed, and he was just like,
Yeah, I was like,
oh, torsion's balls turned
yeah,
around.
your balls twisted.
Oh, the
That-
Which
my-
is like the most intense pain possible.
My friend
I
Johnny,
definitely don't have it.
high school football, we like had a regular day of practice junior year. And then the next day, Johnny came to school and was like, I had to go to the hospital. My balls got turned around.
what?
Yeah.
And
Your
yeah.
ball can turn around and it's
And it like
Is
makes
that when they twist?
Yeah.
Like the
Yeah.
tubes get
yeah,
tangled?
go, get untwisted.
Damn, imagine it happened to you on the Gravitron. You got torsion on the Gravitron from spinning. Your nuts were just like,
Yeah. It goes around like a tether ball.
I don't even want to think
how
about
do
it.
they fix torsion?
I think that's
I
what they
don't
do.
know.
They untether
I think
it.
they
They
got
just
a
smack it.
fucking
And then they keep letting it go.
yes.
They keep smacking it like a tether ball.
Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks, dude.
But yeah, I heard that the pain is like,
Yeah.
makes you vomit.
I think about it a lot. I don't want that, and I don't want kidney stones.
I don't
Yeah.
like it. Did you ever feel like you had a kidney stone? But you
I
don't?
always think, yeah, I'm afraid
Yeah.
of them. Ever since I found out what they were, I've been terribly afraid of them.
My dad's like toughest friend got him. He was like, it brings you to your fucking knees. And I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, like you. My
Sucks.
cousin got him. It was like you piss blood and cry,
Yeah.
like you scream, cry.
Yeah.
How bad it
He
hurts.
said it's the worst thing he's ever.
What's the technology
And
like
I
now
think they
on
have to put a
pills?
catheter
Have you ever been to catheter?
Right? Isn't it a catheter? Then they gotta like break the
Yeah, they gotta like jackhammer them.
shoot fucking yeah.
I would get chemo and just try to break him up.
I would see it.
I would just get chemo.
You're like, nuke my body, dude. I don't care. Have you ever had a catheter?
No.
It is.
You got a
horrible.
catheter?
Yeah. After I had shoulder surgery when I was 14, I had to piss so bad and I couldn't. And I was on like all the pain pills. And then they were like, we're going to have to give you a catheter. And dude, number one, you don't get any of the joy of peeing.
Oh.
You know, the release where you're like, you don't
Just
get none of
leaves your
that.
body?
It's just because it's going through a tube. So you don't get
so
the
bad,
nerve.
dude. Catheters. We're definitely obviously if we live long enough, we're
But
getting.
then they push on your stomach and you see the pee go and you go like, oh man, that ain't even fun. I want to do that.
They push your belly down.
Did it hurt when it came out?
Yeah, it hurt all of it.
Oh.
All of it hurt. Being like
We gotta
pressure.
do something other than catheter.
Well, here's the thing, dude. I was the perfect age because STD tests, you guys might be too young.
Swab the
Swab. They'd swab the pee hole.
Ooh, what?
That used to be STD tests for dudes.
Oh,
and then I was
God.
just at the right age where they're like, we can just do it through your piss. And you're like, whoever
Yeah.
that doctor is.
Yeah.
Yeah, good job.
man.
But we need the catheter. We need to figure out something better.
So they
Yeah.
would COVID test your dick just with the
Yeah.
fucking.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's exactly what it was. It was a COVID test for your pee hole. They would swab your urethra.
That stinks.
It's not supposed to be entered, dude.
No.
It is not supposed to
One
be
way
entered.
street. you get a big ticket for that.
Dude, those guys, this absolute sickoville. The dudes who love being penetrated in their pee holes.
I
Oh,
can't
yeah.
believe that's a thing.
Dude. Sounding.
It's
that's
called
what
That's what it's called?
Yeah.
Sounding?
Sounding,
What an innocent
dude.
sounding name for
True.
the worst act.
Yeah, that's a sin.
Reverse engineering your pee hole?
Into a port.
Yeah, I do it.
Oh. I'm going to start making sounds like this. Sounds like I'm getting sounded up in my room when the family's over.
Oh, fuck. A little bit. But you start giving it real commands. You go a little bit more.
A little more.
Just a
I can
little-
take it. I can take it.
Oh, that's it. That's it. Oh, fuck.
Oh, you know I can take it. Keep going.
Motivational sounding. Sorry, guys. I was just sounding upstairs.
It's a good episode. A lot of cum noises. A lot of people at work are going, oh, fuck.
Oh, join the Patreon, they said. It's more Matt and
Yeah.
Shane, they said.
This guy in a car garage. All the other guys are like, the fuck
check
are you
this
listening to?
Yeah.
Jamming a metal rod on my penis and going, oh, fuck.
Oh, I got you with that.
Oh, yeah, you got me
Yeah,
recently.
I hit him with a Billy.
You got me.
He was
What?
going through a
It's
drive-thru.
Starbucks. I was going through Starbucks drive-through, get a coffee, driving
Oh, God, you did.
Austin to San Antonio, and I,
yeah.
yeah, dude, and I didn't hit it early enough.
Fuck me.
The lady went. Lady was in on it.
Billy is the devil.
He's brutal with that.
Billy's the devil.
What-
on there.
and what will
if
he
you're on
do?
the phone with it, oh, he'll scream the worst things you can think.
Yeah,
Yeah, if I hold
Not
on,
the
I'm
worst,
pulling up. Hold on a
but-
second. I'm pulling up and I have you on the earphone. He'll just start screaming
Yeah.
awful stuff and just screaming loudly, and you're just in there like,
Sometimes he just screams as loud as he can.
that's fun.
dude, the best
really
is when
funny.
we had my two friends, well, my brother and his friend, friends with them both, but they had the Nextels way early on.
Yeah,
So his friend would be at like a girl's house dating, and I'm like, "Yo, is your brother?" And we'd just get on the
Chirping?
thing and just start chirping him. All the heinous stuff.
Yeah.
He'd be like, "Dude, stop, dude, stop."
he's got to hold the talk button to stop you guys from getting through like a walkie.
He'd be like a girl at her mom's house. We'd be sitting there like, "Dude."
That's so fucking funny.
I mean, it was truly
Especially if he was-
horrible stuff.
if that guy was gaining ground,
Yeah, I'm saying,
he's
yeah.
like,
Doing
"Oh."
well with
He's like laughing with her. He's like, no, but I'm serious. And then
Yeah.
he's like, yo, you fucking stinky pussy bitch. He's like, this is the joke. We just joke around.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Nah, girl, you
It's like-
playing.
He's like, no, I was just kidding.
Girl,
Come
you-
here. I was trying to wrestle with you. You fucking cunt. Now I know about sounding. It's all I'm going to want to talk about.
I know.
No, I'm too tight for that.
You'd have to work it in.
I need to.
You have to start with a teeny tiny plug. Just walk
so
around.
tight, though.
Oh my god.
It would be, I think you'd start with one of those things they put on coffees so it doesn't spill on you.
Oh man, it's all so bad.
You know, in the mouth of the little thing where they're like, hey, here you go. We know you're probably driving.
And the diseases you get. you can't.
Yeah, you get like diseases that were reserved for travelers in Asian
Yeah.
rivers.
Yeah.
Where they'd be like, yeah, you got a weird bug that crawled up your dick hole and now we got a problem.
Imagine your doctor just being like, seeing how gaped you were.
Yeah, I
and
mean,
being kind of like, bro,
what did you do?
He's
You can tell like a chewed pencil. You go, look, I can see you're shoving stuff in there.
What did you do, dude?
He's putting the gel on with his flat bill Steelers hat.
you just have a tiny flappy pussy on the entrance of your
Oh
PO.
my
and you're
God.
just like, dude, what is that?
Beefy lips. Beefy lips on your fucking dickhead.
A little perfectly formed vulva.
Like we talked about this. You can't be sounding.
Yeah.
Can't be jamming stuff.
I know
Mitch,
you like it.
Mitch, are you sounding again? He goes, no. Yeah.
I mean, a little bit.
He's like, I'm in a club. I pay for it. It's at the sex club.
It's safe.
I like it, and
All
it gets
sterile. It's safe.
it gets me where I need to go.
Yeah, but what's even the end goal? I guess you'd have to you'd be like a squirt, you'd pull out real quick. And be
Yeah,
like,
it's putting your thumb over the hose.
true.
You
Just
go,
blast
watch this.
If you come around it, that could,
Dude, if you
Good
uncork,
blast.
When you blast,
True.
you call it winning.
Now
You could call
see
it-
some benefits to sounding. If we're talking about an explosive blast, that
But I
could
would
be-
absolutely call it. I would absolutely call it winning the division. Where you fucking when you
pop the
blast, you pop the bottle. You're like
damn, you really are a Niners fan.
ski goggles.
That's the only time you see champagne, huh?
Whoa.
We won the conference. What are you talking about? We won the conference. Shut your fucking mouth.
Google says longer and stronger orgasms from sounding.
What? Stroke
Tell
on the
Google to
inside?
take that satanic shit down.
True. They're saying longer and stronger from getting struck from the inside. God, that's so diabolical.
Sorry I said that about the Niners. I was just joking around. You know I love the Niners.
Don't apologize to me. Apologize to Christian McCaffrey.
You know I love Christian McCaffrey, dude.
You apologize to him.
You know I love Christian McCaffrey.
You know he's going to hear this, and then you're going
He's
to
not going to hear this, dude.
and then you're going to have to apologize to him.
That was a great game.
No, it wasn't.
It was.
It was a horrible game.
Matt got to meet Christian.
Yeah. Very nice guy.
We hung out with him the day after. It's
That was
sad.
brutal.
Very
I saw
nice
you
guy.
so excited when I saw you guys and you guys were gone. I was like, all right, bye. It's going to be so
Yeah.
fun. The coolest part, the thing that really did help, and I told you, was Che and I were super bummed leaving. And it was just a scene leaving the Super Bowl. And then we went and tried to get food, but we couldn't get food anywhere. And Che was like, I ate at this steak place in my hotel. We could try to go there. And we went there and they saw him and they're like, do you want to eat here? And we were like, yeah. And they put us at a table next to Vince Vaughn. And he was with his family. And he just talked to us about the Super Bowl for 30 minutes.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And it genuinely made me feel better because he was really Vince Vaughning off.
Yeah.
He was like, Brock Purdy, how you're not going to like that kid. Second year in the league, you're in the biggest game of your life. And you're like, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I was so sad, but that was happening. I was like,
That's kind of nice.
Yeah, that
this
helps.
fucking rules. The universe gave me, because then I just had to go. I sat in Shane's former hotel room and I was just like watching Ancient Aliens. Just
You sat amongst my batch.
I snapped. I know I did. Dude, I slept on the other side. I was like, I'll sleep on the lady side because I'm sure Shane busted on this left side. I'm gonna go sleep on the unattended side.
Yes.
Chill.
But it was brutal. Leaving the Super Bowl when they lose. You did
Yeah.
it last year.
Yeah, it sucked.
It's so thick of people. Like you walk
Yeah.
out of this immense fucking crowd.
Multiple kids crying made me feel better because you're like, yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
These kids in like a fucking Brock Purdy or a Debo jersey being like,
Yeah.
you're like,
that
that's
would
how
actually
we all
help.
feel.
That would help actually. It was fucking fun though. I had a blast.
It was so awesome.
Confetti. I was spellbound by the confetti.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we had to get out of there before it dropped.
Yeah, that's what Shane was saying. You're like, avoid the confetti, dude.
Yeah,
never
I
wanna-
never even thought about it.
You never want to bathe in the opposite team's winning confetti. Oh my God, it's like getting cummed on
It
in a
really
sports
is.
wow.
For
You're
real,
like,
it
"Ah,
is.
got
It
on
is.
me."
It is.
Ah.
You're just sitting there like this with your mouth open. It lands in your
Yeah,
mouth.
you go, oh, dude, am I a sports slut now? I'm a sports slut. Yeah, that sucked. And it was Vegas. So, like, what sucked even more is you saw the disappointment, but then you saw everyone rebound and start partying, and you're like, you're supposed to be sad.
Yeah.
Well,
It's also Vegas is sad too. Like then you look at
Vegas
people
is sad.
gambling. And
Being
you're like,
sad in Vegas is
oh, dude.
leaving Las Vegas.
bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like the whole movie
it's
is
bad.
It's a dark place to be sad in.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's one of the worst easily.
It really is like the Fast and Furious of cities.
Yeah.
You have to be kind of an idiot to get there and be like, Las Vegas, baby.
Anything
This
can
town ain't
happen
ready
here.
for me.
Watch it. Like that town doesn't eat up people on the daily.
It is the Fast and
It's-
Furious of cities.
I hate it. You
It's
get
true.
in, it's just big
It's so
lights and
true.
TVs everywhere. You're like, wow, this place is incredible.
Hit the Nas.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it's really sad. You do see how dumb. And then Atlantic City is even worse.
Atlantic
Yeah.
City
Dude,
is
see
so
people-
bad that you're like you applaud the attempt.
I kind of like
God, you
Atlantic
guys
City more. Just the
Ocean's nice.
just the fact that it's so shitty that it's funny.
Yeah, true.
Like Vegas is like this is the pinnacle
This is
of
supposed to be cool.
our society.
See,
It's
I'm-
the sphere.
I worked-
The sphere does fucking rule, and it actually is the pinnacle.
Did you go?
I just look at it. I like to look at it from a distance.
You check that sphere out.
I'm not ready to go in yet.
Oh,
It's like
man, you're-
receiving communion. I have to get confession first.
You have to,
It's been too long.
I can't wait for wide-eyed a picture of you wide-eyed
sphere.
looking at the sphere when they change when
Damn, I can't
U2
believe
goes to fucking
Can't believe they built this fucking thing.
where U2 plays some old Irish instrument that
Wonder
gets
why
right
it's-
into your core.
Why is it you too?
It's gonna change.
What? They
needs to
have
be a-
residency at the sphere?
Yeah, they're the sphere.
They are the sphere?
They did yes.
Dude, they're
they are
the-
the sphere.
U2 rules, dude. They did one bad mistake. They teamed up with Apple and forced their one bad album. When
Yeah, but that's a rape. That's a
Yeah.
rape charge, dude.
That was a bad one.
It's so
That's
brutal.
a rape
Did you
charge.
ever? Did I tell you Phil thought I put that on his phone?
No way.
Phil didn't know how every time he got in his car, his Bluetooth would play automatically. So it played that, and it was the U2 thing. And the album cover it looked like a guy sucking a guy's dick. So every time my dad got in his car, he'd be like, "Get this shit off!" What are you talking
You
about?
couldn't remove it.
No.
You couldn't remove
He's
it.
like, get it off. I don't know what it is. You got guys doing stuff.
What was the name of the album?
I don't
I don't
remember.
know, but I haven't heard that opening song in so long.
Will that bring you back?
Yes.
That's how I think of
That
the
first
opening
fucking song.
yeah.
It did it in my car too. It played automatically every time I turned the car on.
Yeah, it's whatever the first
Was it
song.
Songs of Surrender? No, that's 2023.
No, this was in like 2016, 2017.
Oh, Songs of Experience Deluxe
Yes.
Edition?
I think.
Songs of Innocence. That's what
Yeah,
it
the
was.
one where it looks
2014.
like a
you're right.
guy's blowing a guy.
It does.
Let me see. Oh my god.
Blast that first song. Yeah, it was like Pepsi commercial music. They put out like a double disc of Pepsi commercial music and forced it on everyone.
Ad rock.
Dude, this album slaps. Give it another chance. Give it one more chance.
What's it say? It's like California. So fucking good.
This sounds like AI. Like
It
he's
does.
trying to be like, this is what human rock and roll
Yeah,
sounds
I forgot
like.
about how depressing that was.
Yeah, I
Start
remember-
your car and that starts playing. Dude,
Yeah.
I was at a pretty low point in my life.
Oh, it's pretty brutal.
Just
I
hearing
never
that
gave
over and
the
over
album a
again.
chance though. I was so just like turned off by what they did that I was like, I'm not listening to this
Yeah.
album. What if it is the greatest rock and roll album ever made?
It's not.
Dude, I just remember turning it like, 'cause you used to have to sync your phone up with your iTunes. Remember that?
Yeah.
Before it was all just like on the cloud. And you would, I remember it was like downloading U2. I'm like, what do you mean download? I don't like fucking U2. It's better be greatest hits. Better be greatest hits.
True.
Better have a
Beautiful
song about
day.
Northern Ireland getting bombed the fuck out.
Yeah. One, She Moves in Mysterious Ways.
Great song.
They have their hits, but my God,
With
that
or
was
without
such
you.
a
With or
aggressive
without.
move.
Beautiful Day is nice.
Sunday, Bloody
Sounds
Sunday.
one.
Sunday Bloody Sunday's nice. One is nice. One love.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Beautiful.
this at the Sphere, and they make it like a giant field. Oh,
Beautiful
you don't
day.
think
Beautiful
you
day is
don't
nice.
think this doesn't absolutely annihilate
I'm
at the
sure.
Sphere?
I'm sure they're killing the
That's what I'm
sphere.
saying.
Probably
They're
going through
definitely killing the
space.
sphere.
And Bono does a lot of arms out.
Yeah,
Sure
I take
does.
it back. I take it back.
Feed the world.
Yeah, but not really.
Wait, no, Bono, I think, is red pilled now.
Is he?
I think Bono is like all about free trade. He's like kind of like a conservative libertarian type.
You know, him and Conor McGregor team up. Ireland is theirs.
That'd be a nice ticket, Bono and
You've been listening. Have you
McGregor-
been hearing him talk shit to politicians?
no.
Have you heard that
I've seen one of them.
about the lady with the mask? Do you see that one?
No.
One of his possibly future political opponents was talking shit, and he's like, "You should reinstate the mask." Like he gets on, you know, when he gets on Twitter and he's clearly on coke and like whispering into like voice
Yeah.
messages. He's like,
He's on
David.
Clubhouse.
"The mask is for you, you horse-faced bitch.
That's wild.
Don't fucking talk to me."
Is he
It's
going
like,
that hard?
Yeah.
Dude.
Here's the thing.
Fix your teeth. What are we doing now?
Classic hit. You know the song. They're pretty good.
Dude, they got. I like that this episode has just turned. This is turned into a YouTube love reunion for you. You go, honestly, Edge, the guy can play the fucking axe.
I love this one.
You can't.
That was an illegal knee on the head of a grounded opponent. Shut up, Joe, you little fool, you. What are you talking about? Smash this and smash that. What was smashed? My knee to his fucking eye socket, yeah? Sake. That's a knee to a grounded opponent. Call the cops. Fucking ticket.
What the fuck?
Dude, I love.
He
He
just
did
said not-
an American
He just
accent.
gets fucked up and talks shit to people. That was Rogan. That's a knee to a grounded opponent. Shut up, Joe. You dick, yeah. You fool, yeah.
What is the one where he attacks the lady with the
I
mask?
gotta find it.
Also,
It's-
if you're like an old school politician, you got someone like Conor McGregor coming at you, you can't win.
That hurts.
No, you're
Because
fucked.
worse, you're like, well, maybe we'll step outside. He's like, I would love to step outside.
Yeah, true. You can't be like, I'll beat your ass.
Kunasata, everyone, what's up? So just reading an article.
This is
Just reading the latest hit piece from the rag that is the fucking rag of all rags, Sun. The Sun. The sun where the sun doesn't shine. Senator Eileen Flynn has said she wouldn't nominate me to wash the dishes. How disrespectful. Senator, I nominate you to brush your teeth and see the dentist. Because if ever there was a cause to bring back masks, I would call for it. You weren't even voted in. You were nominated as a token. So I'd appreciate less of the disrespect. And, you know, mask up, please. God bless you. We got gingivitis inside on Oireachtas. Inside Dáil Éireann. Inside on Dáil Éireann. We have a rabid case of gingivitis and shite talk and zero action. And myself, along with the entire nation of real Ireland, true Ireland, are absolutely fed up with it. You know, understand there's only about 5% of Ireland on X at present. So understand that. The nation of Ireland, the real nation of Ireland, is fed up with you people inside that Dáil. And change is coming. Change.
It would just be
is
so
coming.
funny just to be able to. Now we have the technology to tee off when you're fucked up, and you go, "Fuck you." You're that famous. He's like, "Nah, man. I talk to people. You're a fucking dickhead. I'm gonna come for you." Because there's no regret. There's no way he wakes up the next day and he's like, "Did I do a fucking?" Because he deletes his tweets a lot,
Does he?
but not enough to think that I.
Yeah,
I
they're
don't
the
ever think
best.
he has that moment where he wakes up. He's like, fuck, did I do a fucking?
No way.
Do I do a voice memo
He's
again?
Conor McGregor. dude.
Yeah.
I hope he goes to fucking politics. It'd be so
He's
good.
one of the coolest people of all time.
Yeah, he does rule.
If he
And
goes
him
into
talking
politics,
shit on-
it will change
Yeah.
Oh,
Ireland.
He'd
It will
be-
change the. It'll change the history of
He'd
Ireland.
be so hard to debate.
Yeah.
He'd be so vicious on people.
If you're an Irish politician right now and you got big money, you get in his ear and you
Yeah.
go like,
Yeah.
my political connections, your incredible shit talking skills.
Oh yeah, Ireland's due for a strongman leader. They're coming. They're like, there's a bad storm brewing there. So
Why?
they're really against all the immigration stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're being.
That's why
paid.
he's.
He's
yeah.
chirping. So they're.
I mean, dude, you know that guy, him just putting together a fucking a video package of him knocking out Brazilians and like fucking Colombians and shit, and just put together and be like, "That's what we're doing at our borders." And they're like, "I fucking love this guy." I'm moving to Ireland and voting for him. I'm like, I'm Irish now. Yeah, Conor McGregor, a superstar. Like, I think. You know how The Office, they did The Office in England and then we stole it. And then every other country did like Brazil Office, Japanese Office. That's going to be like celebrity politicians. But a Schwarzenegger too.
Yeah.
Like you have enough of them. Reagan was a fucking Hollywood actor. And then like now other countries are like, oh yeah, why are we not doing that?
Yeah, we can just get the coolest guy we can think of.
Yeah. That was like Manny Pacquiao.
Just get the funniest guy.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Manny Pacquiao was like, I'm going to run for Senate. And they're like, hell yeah.
Yeah, do it. Wyclef tried to do Haiti, and I think Haiti's
Yeah,
in
but
a
he got
sorry
caught.
state right now.
Haiti's been in.
Haiti's another like. There's
Wycliffe
riots
got
and stuff.
caught taking money from Haiti.
Really?
Yeah, dude, he like got caught ripping off like the earthquake fund that he set
Fuck.
up.
Damn, everybody made money on that earthquake.
People got paid.
Hill
Clintons.
Dog.
Yeah, Hill Dog snatched some kids.
Hill Dog.
I'm still laughing about the Japanese office. Just the guy fails a project and just hangs himself.
Every with that funny
SNL did
music.
it. SNL did the Japanese Office.
Oh, that's hilarious.
It's really funny.
Oh, damn, that's great.
They committed seppuku.
They did some pretty aggressive stuff.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, that got brought to my attention when I was getting in trouble.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, they were like, well, what
You know,
what's
it was
the
about the funniest sketch you guys made in a while, and it was a guy going like,
I mean, one of the most was the
Farley Game Show.
Farley Game Show.
Awesome.
We're from Wisconsin.
Yeah.
He's like, what's the thing he keeps saying?
Mike Myers is the
game show
Japanese
host.
game
and,
show
then,
host.
and then they say it when they put it out. Phil Hartman and
Yeah.
Janine Garofalo cut off their hands. Oh,
And Chris Farley's
Hachi,
like-
Chu Hachi. And he's like, Hachi Chu Hachi. Hachi Chu Hachi. Oh
Like
my
electrocute
God, for
him.
the love of God. Yeah, dude, that sketch fucking was crazy.
Yeah, Farley's the man. He was so neat.
He was a neat fella.
He was pretty neat.
That was a
Do
neat
they
fella.
have shit like there? Like at SNL, do they have like
Yeah, there's some cool Farley stuff.
like
Right behind the door.
is it like Planet Hollywood where they have like, that's John Belushi's cigar that he left?
Yes. Behind the door to go on stage, there's carved into the wall something from Farley, and they're like, right before I go on, they're like, Chris Farley wrote that. And I was like, oh shit.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's fucking sick.
Did you break news that you're the first T-shirted?
Oh no, I'm not.
What?
Not at all. They were lying.
What?
I don't know why they told me nobody wore a T-shirt
Yeah, I was there. I heard you say
immediately.
there's T-shirts.
Yeah, there's a lot of people with T-shirts.
That's crazy.
Dane Cook was one.
Really?
Oh, that wore a
Louis
t-shirt.
was one.
Oh yeah.
Louis
duh.
did wear one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
That was
they
crazy.
told you were the first person to wear a
Yeah,
t-shirt.
they're like, nobody's hosted and worn a T-shirt. They're like, even Carlin tried, and we made him put a jacket on.
I've been telling everybody. You know,
I told everyone too. I was like, "This is pretty awesome what I did." Immediately proven wrong on the internet.
Damn, they really got you. Like a slick guy.
Yeah, I
they're
was
like,
like,
yeah, baby, you're the only one I've ever done. And then they look at you and they wink. Let her live the
They
lie.
got me. They got
Let
me.
her think she's got
True.
something going on.
Yeah, they got me.
what a weird like
that is a weird thing to lie
oversight
about.
though.
Yeah,
I can't even wrap my
yeah.
head
You were in
around
the room when
I
they were
was
like
right
coming
there.
down and being like, "Could you
Dude,
put
I've
a
been
jacket
telling everyone,
on?"
I'm like, no one else has ever worn a T-shirt ever in the history of the show. People were like, oh, that's cool. Like,
You're like, "Wow, I never thought of that."
oh,
Yeah,
wow.
no one's thought about it.
Fuck, I go back to everyone now and be like, no, it's people.
Imagine
Dude,
how
you
I feel.
circling
I
back-
said it on a podcast.
You circling back and correcting people in the wild is really funny.
I'm about to be like, hey, remember?
Remember
What
when I
do you-
told you Shane was the only one to wear a T-shirt?
Yeah,
That wasn't true. And they're
Dane
like, "I
Cook.
forgot you said that."
true. I know.
Yeah.
I'll let all the small talk just peter out and be like, yeah, so I should probably get going. Like, I got to before you leave.
I need to tell you something.
It's been on my
It'd
mind.
be even funnier if you just text someone, can we talk?
Yeah.
Or just text
Can
me
I
all
ask
caps.
you a question?
Yeah. They go, what's going on? You all right? You got a second?
Yeah.
You right? You got a second?
Is there anything worse than a fucking "you got a second" or "can I ask you something" text?
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question? It's like, fucking ask it.
Yeah, for sure. Permission granted.
Yeah. Because now and they don't respond. I mean, what the
That
fuck?
and one word texts. Hey,
Hey,
I hit that.
you do?
I hit people with the fucking
You
head.
hit WID.
Yeah, what are you doing? WID.
But that's what are you doing?
Usually an emoji.
What are you doing is a question.
yeah, that's
Hey?
playful.
Hey, what?
WID emojis, playful. Hey is like,
Hey.
Yeah.
yes.
I also, the one that really sucks is when someone's like, "What do you doing anything this weekend?"
Oh.
And then it's like, depends what you're about to ask me to do.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I'm open. It's like, cool, I have a show tonight. You want to swing
Yeah.
by? It's like, shit, I forgot I have a show.
Yeah, but now you go, the next step is going like, man, I appreciate that. I'm taking the night off.
Yeah.
I got to do this thing. And then, you'd be surprised how many people are cool with it.
Everybody's cool with that.
Yeah. I was at the mothership and someone was like, hey, can you do a podcast on Monday? And I was like, no.
Yeah.
And they were like, cool.
Yeah, I can't. No more.
Yeah. I'm the worst at because I'll be like, yeah. And then I'll like, the day will come and I'm like, I can't do it. It's the worst. It's
Yeah.
the worst thing in the world to do.
Yeah, because you at least get out of it before there's any commitment.
Yeah. We'll all forget. We're all like, yeah. And I'll really mean it. I'm like, yeah, for sure. And then the day will come and I'm going, oh, fuck.
Dude, I had one. I said yes one time to do a podcast, and then I was like in the afternoon, and I was like, "Oh fuck, dude, I got so much time." I was playing video games, and I looked down, and I had 4 missed calls. I was like, "What the? Oh no!" And I saw that when I went to text him, the text above was like, "Great, this date, this time, see you then." And I was like, "I'll fucking be
Yeah.
there." I was like, "No, dude, it."
Oh, that's the
Oh my
worst.
god!
I had my manager had to I do that all the time. Like not agree to.
Well, now you're doing important shit. This was like,
Well, no,
I was going to,
also it's
a
like I
basic-
agree to like it'll be like a month out. I'll be like, yeah, I'll fly out of Newark. I don't give a fuck. And then
Newark
at
stinks.
midnight before the flight, I'm like, the flight's at 6 a.m. out of Newark. Do your fucking job. I would never do that.
That's so funny.
And they're like, you agreed to it. I'm like, I did not fucking. I would never do that. And they're like, scroll up, you fucking idiot.
I book my own travel, but sometimes I'll be like, I'll have myself convinced I'm flying out of LaGuardia, and I'm like, great. And then it's like JFK, and you're like,
Yeah.
because that adds an hour. That adds
Yeah.
at least an hour to your trip, and you're like, what the fuck?
And I'm always like, I can wake up. I'll take an 8 a.m. flight. That's nothing. 7 a.m. I'll be there. And then the day comes and I'm like,
Dude, take for instance,
change
tomorrow.
that.
I'm flying to California tomorrow, and I was like, I'm flying out of Austin at like 12:15. But I got to leave here at like 9:30, 10 o'clock.
No.
How close to the airport are you?
It's like 20-minute drive.
Oh, that's not bad.
It's not bad.
Oh, it's a little bit better.
Yeah, and 12 is like quiet time at the airport.
They
Too.
closed that other gate though. That there's a nice little security secret gate
What?
To the left.
in Austin. No, right when you walk into the right, there was one.
Why'd they close it?
I guess they're adding to the airport.
That's the one I always use.
That's the best one, dude.
You
Yeah,
know, I have
it's gonna be closed now for like 4 years. It's just
Wait,
I love
it's
when they
been-
tell you
it's
that.
going to close down for 4 years.
it's closed now. Last time I went to the airport, I was
Face
like,
my enemies at Clear. I hate
the
Clear.
Uber
so
driver
much.
knew it was nice.
Huh?
The Uber driver knew about the secret
Did
gate.
he?
We were driving up. I was like, actually, you can drop me off at the front, like this part of the airport. It doesn't matter. Because I was like, that's a nice little gate I go
What'd he
into.
say?
And he's like, it's closed. They just closed it.
No.
Fuck.
Clear,
Devastated.
man, they're trying to sell you. It got me. There was
Yeah.
one time where TSA pre-check was so long that I was like,
yeah.
I have to buy Clear.
Yeah.
And I get to the airport like
You get
an
there
hour
early.
before my flight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get pretty early too, but I've been riding on pre-check and Clear will butt because there's a one
I
gate
know.
at the Austin airport where they'll butt, and I'm like behind someone, like, dude, it's your turn, go. And there was an older couple recently. I forget where I was leaving New York, and I was going into like it was like a Clear TSA thing,
Yeah.
and the Clear people start hounding this elderly couple, and they're like, oh, they didn't know what was going on, and I was like, they're going on TSA pre-check, excuse us.
Yeah.
And they're just like, what the fuck is your problem? I'm like, I fucking hate Clear so much because they butted once.
And then they'll also stand there before you buy it. They'll stand there at the escalator when you come up at LaGuardia, and they'll be like, "Hey, do you like Clear? Do you want Clear?" And you're like, "Get the
Dude,
fuck
it's like hooker eye contact. You
Yeah.
walk up and they're just like staring at you. And you're,
Hey, can I talk to you about something?" It's that. It's getting the text of "You got a second?" and you're like, "No."
I know one day though, the same thing. I'm like, the line will get long, and I'm just gonna be like, "Fuck it, scan my goddamn retinas."
Yeah.
been
They
doing
got
that.
my retinas. Yeah.
yeah.
I've been doing that with people in New York. You know, like the pink vests, the people that try to talk to you. I've been spinning, moving them.
That's kind of nice.
shaking
Hit them with
shoulders
it. Yeah.
like that because they won't stop.
No, it's nice to hit them though. Is be like, dude, I just signed up. What the fuck? You don't remember me? And they're
That's
just kinda
very
like,
funny.
What the fuck?
I'm
Like,
absolutely
bro, I
using
just-
that.
It's like, dude, I just saw. Yeah, I signed up. I gave you guys like $100.
I was here 2 days ago. What are you talking about? You say the wrong cause. I'm here to save the trees. They go, it's for abortion. You go, no.
No, that's a sin.
Ew.
No way.
That's a terrible thing.
Ew. I thought I was going to have to hit a homeless guy yesterday leaving the club with I don't speak English because he was hounding everyone for change. And I was like, I wasn't in the mood. And I was out to be like, no English. No English.
That's
No
a good
English
one
is
to do.
good.
I feel like a hard foreigner accent would shut down a homeless guy so fast. It's like,
I don't see no English. I'm like, well, why don't you learn it?
Man, get the fuck out of my
Yeah.
country.
well, nobody has cash on them anymore. Those guys must be in
Yeah,
like
no
dire
cash.
straits.
Yeah.
Like I never have cash on me anymore. So
You
I'm
know
like,
what? I wonder how many homeless people have Venmo.
You would think.
Yeah.
They go, hey, man, can you scan this?
Yeah, you would think, but there's no way you'd sit there and be like, "Oh, what is that again? Homeless Beast 12."
Dog on the street, 13. There's a space between the 13?
The Austin bums haven't been that bad.
They're
lately.
chill.
Yeah, they've been chilling.
Yeah, they're pretty chill.
Oh, ran into a funny bum in New York.
What?
It was great.
Classic funny bum.
He was a very funny bum.
That's
He
a
was-
tramp. That's not a,
Yeah,
that's not a
tramp.
bum.
Yeah.
He's a tramp.
Me, Adam, Nick, and Tim Dillon went and we got dinner together, and then we were walking out. While we're leaving, Tim's like, "Did you see that interview Rogan did with the beekeeper?" And I was like, before I could even answer it, I homeless guy laying on the ground. He goes, "Was it any good?" we all looked down, and he was like, we were like, "Nice, man.
That's hilarious.
He goes,
Funny bum."
I'm just kidding. Anyways, you guys get out of here. I gotta go to sleep. Sorry, guys. You guys got to move. I sleep on that heating grate. Gets pretty brutal out here, and no one cares.
Yeah, it's like, good night, fellas. At the Super Bowl, I had a nice moment. I had was kind of in connection with lines. I was in the line at the bathroom, and I had to pee. And a guy was like, the lines were long as fuck. So then we were sitting there waiting. Finally, a drunk dude comes up trying to cut the line. And I hit him with because people are like, whoa, come on. I hit him with the fucking toll booth arm. He goes, dude, I'm fine. I'm like, nah, man, you gotta go to the back, and gave him just a little go that way.
Yes.
Dude, 3 people behind me were like, nice, dude. And there's a British guy. It was the fucking weirdest thing. He goes, without law and order, this country would crumble in 3 days. Well done. It was the best reaction.
I can honestly say I'm proud of what was once our territory.
You've learned.
Crazy.
That's so good.
Lines keep a border.
It was unbelievable. Without law and order, this place would crumble in 3 days.
You
well
were a
done.
hero, though. You were a hero.
Total hero. Dude.
Dude, I
Yes,
love that.
I couldn't have been happier. That's why I
saved
went to
the
bed
day.
early. I was like, my night's not getting to bed.
Yeah.
Not getting any better than that. Just a fucking thwarting a butter.
Che and I
So
were on
nice.
Che and I were on the aisle where we were sitting, and right after halftime, when the lights came back on and the teams were warming up, all these two scamps, these two sluts, were taking slutty pictures,
Ooh.
with their tits out, and they were doing all that, and then they kept doing this thing where they would put their butt, and the person would take the picture from the back, and they'd throw a peace sign.
Yeah.
So they did it, and then I gave Che my phone, and I was like. And
You got one?
Yeah, they left, and then me and Che moved in, and I did the pose, and the section went nuts.
Yeah, it's
the section was
that's
like,
awesome.
yeah, and you're like, all right,
That's
because
hilarious.
they were being so ridiculous that you're like, you look fucking stupid, but they didn't
Yeah.
care as long as they got the shot.
You're also a hot lady. You don't need a fantastic.
They were really
background.
hot.
Yeah.
But I hit it. I hit the pose.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, that's nice.
I hit the pose with the fucking 2 fingers up, and they're like,
Good. Let me see that donkey.
I got flat butt. Don't act. I got wide hips.
It's a nice.
I'm all front.
Let me see.
You're hippie.
I have no butt.
Really? I'm all ass no
Damn,
dick.
this is a
We
kickoff.
should link up.
No, this is halftime. It was right before halftime.
Oh, so you're still feeling pretty good.
Shut up.
Yes.
You have to apologize to
You
Christian
were
for both
holding your
of
phone
those.
that whole time, planning on betraying you. Right?
Oh, you're the Diddy of comedy.
You can't touch my phone ever again.
Stop. You can't. I'm going to lock the door tonight. Oh, my butthole. My precious butthole.
How come Diddy's not allowed to do that?
A Diddy go grab. A Diddy go grab. You get the Sedona powers. Levitate. No, pyramid.
Aliens are
Aliens are in Arizona.
Machu Picchu.
So funny. That happened to me at San Antonio on Thursday at LOL. I was walking the stage. Guy
People
goes,
hit you with Sedona.
Sedona. Yes, sir. I
You are the
imbibed
Sedona man.
too much once.
Dude, you could.
You know what's funny is I think I've been to Sedona maybe once.
How
I lived
tight
in-
was it though?
I lived in Tucson.
Yeah, but you're still pumped that your
I was
area got a
pumped.
shout
I
out.
was pumped. I was just pumped for AZ.
Sedona's like a real mystical place, isn't it?
Yes.
Fuck.
Very mystical. You'd love it.
Yeah, I gotta
we'll
check
go.
it out. I was in Phoenix and I was like, they're like, you got to get to Sedona, and I was like, dude, I couldn't make it. I was so pissed.
Dude,
I
I'll go
wanted to
to
go so bad.
Sedona, and
You would do well out there in the desert.
I would love
I'd
Sedona.
go do mushrooms in Sedona.
Did you?
No, I will. I'll go do it right now. I'll blow off cleaning out my grandma's townhouse. Sorry, Cincinnati.
I went over to-
rescheduled.
I went over to Dan's apartment for the first time, and his grandma died within 10 minutes of me being there.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was because she felt his presence. So she escaped to the spirit world in order to warn others. She warned others that the big kahuna was in my apartment.
He got a phone call, and I knew that was it.
Yeah. What's crazy is
I could tell his grandma died.
What's crazy is like I was telling Shane, I was getting so many calls because she was in hospice, and they would call and be like, just keep calling me, and then he came and hung out, and fucking call dropped.
Oh.
But she was 97, so
Yeah.
it wasn't like a oh my god.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a hey Shane, I think you should get going. It was like I could put this on the.
Yeah, I can
mute
finish.
this
I can
later.
finish Die Hard.
Oh yeah.
Compartmentalize,
yeah,
yeah.
we were watching Die Hard.
I can finish Die Hard.
Yeah, but
I'll we'll watch, Bruce Willis save the day, and then
I'll process.
I'll
this.
reflect on my grandmother. You know.
It's a good Instagram post.
Yeah.
That 97-year-old grandma would be a nice Instagram post.
Yeah, I didn't really.
You can get
post
some
it.
good posts.
You missed a big high, like, could have got a pretty
There have been a lot of
Damn, I
likes.
could have done a lot. It really could have been pushed into the algorithm. What do they call it when they?
I've
When
been big for the special.
interaction.
I would have been big for the special.
Oh, yeah.
She never watched my comedy. That's what Katie said. Katie goes, "Damn, she really didn't want to watch your comedy." She died. My grandma never watched anything I ever did, and I gave her money monthly, and she'd be like, "Cool, whatever gay shit you're up to."
Where was she from originally?
Oklahoma. She's
Damn.
from Muskogee, Oklahoma.
Oh yeah, that's right. I heard. Yeah.
Yeah. Okie from Muskogee.
That's nice giving your grandma money, though, man. That's a good
It
feeling.
was until you realized it was kind of like a little bit of a grift.
Yeah. What was the grift?
She would pretend that she barely had any money to pay her bills, and
But she was
doing all right.
Yeah.
I got the final total in the bank account. And I was like,
God damn
the funniest reaction was my mom finding out that she did that. 'Cause it's like ex-daughter-in-law energy.
Mm,
And so she hit her with like she's like, I fucking knew it.
I knew it.
She's
Oh,
like, I know how that family rolls.
it's such a tight grift, though.
Yeah,
So you
that-
got the balance statements
Extorting
after the
your
fact.
grandson?
Just kind of like,
Yeah, it's awesome.
I mean, I would absolutely do it if I had some dumb young grandson that's like, you need it. And you're like, yeah, cranberry juice is expensive. She's on the phone with her friend.
Yeah, it's fucking Wolf of Wall Street. She's like,
She covers the next and goes,
Well, maybe I could buy some TV dinners.
that's so wild to the final day, just holding down such a tight hustle.
yeah, dude. I mean, it took her the breaking. She broke her hip.
Oh,
That's
really?
what opened all the.
she also probably believed she needed the money.
She's from the Great Depression.
Yeah,
True.
They're crazy.
yeah.
They saved everything. That's why I forgave her, because I was like,
Yeah.
She was just holding on. Like, what if something happens to me? She would have been fucked.
She's wearing brand new rollerblades.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I show up. She goes, I redid the
That's how she broke her
floors.
hip.
She goes,
broke her hip
you know
on
what
the
I found out?
hoverboard.
I'm into Molly. I wear robes and I'm into Molly now.
That'd be awesome.
God damn it. Well, I'm sorry to hear about that.
We
So
should go. Don't you?
What time is
do
it?
you have to leave?
We're
It's 4.
it's 4:00.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Oh, we're at an hour.
Beautiful. We did it. We can even do advertisements.
Daniel, how do you
Yes.
feel? How do you feel about your special? You excited about it?
It's been really cool. People,
I'm excited about it.
People like it, and that makes me feel good because
That's going to be awesome.
I woke up the morning we put it out, and I was like, oh man, what this thing fucking tanks. And then people liked it, and I was like, that was great.
Yeah, that
gonna
is the
be-
hard part about YouTube is you can see the views
But also,
and comments. Good Lord.
like,
Everyone's positive, but
I've jumped in a couple times, but here's the deal: when you see a lot of great positive ones, you get a negative one. It's like when you're eating something and you get like a seed or something. You're like,
Yeah.
you're like, all right, yeah, that sucked.
Yeah.
I liked it for a little bit. But you can't like chew it. You can't take it in.
Yeah.
But I wanted to make like basically an advertisement for me on the road,
yeah.
and I was like,
That's
there
what
it
it
is.
is.
So I put all my road dates, up to the beginning half of the year on there. Fucking, it's great.
Yeah. I love
awesome.
I love watching you perform. I've always
Dude,
loved
you're gonna
it.
start touching my butthole, man. This
I
is
swear
how
to
it
God, I
starts.
won't.
No, I'm excited to see it for real. I saw it. I was like, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys, this rules. Coming down and seeing you guys in Austin has been awesome.
Yeah. You're
Every
so
time I come
sweet.
here, you guys aren't here. You weren't moved down here yet.
Yeah,
When
probably
I was here a couple months ago.
He
When did you
was-
move?
That
I was
was
first.
before me.
You were? When did you
Yeah.
move down here?
October, I think.
Yeah, and then I was
October.
like November.
Yeah. It's all
Well-
good. I didn't have furniture at the time, though.
That's what it was. Guy tries to recover. That's what it was.
I forgot my couch.
Yeah.
I didn't have a couch yet.
You know what? I didn't call you because you didn't have a couch. And you know me.
Let's swim.
Yeah, dude.
I'll take a jump.
I'm
I'm gonna order food. I'm gonna order. Let's order some more
Future
food.
frenzy and swimming.
I'm 100%
You
future
have,
frenzy.
you better
I'm gonna
hurry
go
up. You
puff.
gotta go do. You got a couple hours. We can swim.
We're gonna swim.
We've got to
Dude.
wait a half hour after we eat hoagies to swim.
True.
That's fine.
Be
but
safe.
then I'm gonna order Go Puff so we
Party
all can
safe.
get Gatorades and sweet
I'm ordering
treats.
we got to get the pool basketball hoop.
Dude, get it. It's
100%
gonna be the
needs to
best.
happen, and you
It's
need
going
a rule.
to tear us
It'll
apart.
bring
But
everyone
you
closer.
need a rule. There needs to be a diffusion technique.
No goaltending.
pool basketball.
Yeah, it's pool basketball, dude.
Actually, goaltending. I agree with that.
From far out shots.
Yeah,
no
you're allowed to
goaltending.
shoot.
3-pointers, you
You're
can't
allowed to shoot.
goaltend.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Up top, you can.
Yeah.
If you're down in the paint.
Up
Yeah.
top, yeah.
You need a diffusion technique. Either a naked walk around the pool so people don't get
I'm
mad.
not Diddy.
Yeah, you are.
Diddy.
I'm just setting them up. I'm just setting them up to frame them. No, but you need like an ability that if things get carried out of hand, that like there's like a 10-minute timeout where you have to sit on the side and
Here,
talk.
look, that's where I'll put it. Here, look at the back.
You could have had his
Oh my God. I always knew I was the shine of MSSP. Who's like, oh, let me tell you now, I got touched in the dick.
Now that's fun. There's nothing wrong with that. Do you consent?
Bad boy for life.
After it.
bad boy behavior.
Yes.
Dude.
Bad boy for life, dude.
All right.
Oh,
God bless.
that's so funny.